you guys can't tell what's behind me, we finally made it here. We're here at Honda Meet, and it looks like Cody's talking to Aric and Chris Post, aka Track Dad. So let's go get the game plan and see what they're up to. Okay, so we finally made it here. We've got the whole family here, it looks like, too. So what's the game plan? What's going on?
So they're gonna send me out an instructor group, which is a pretty light group, and they're experienced. So they see this thing out there, they're not gonna like try to race it. But we're gonna go out the group prior to that on their cool down lap.
Okay.
So that way, if bad things happen and I got to get towed off, we don't screw up their session. That's like my biggest fear. I don't want to screw up somebody's session.
Brake temp measurements and that kind of thing too, right? So
yeah, so we'll do that. So Eric's he's running point on brake temps, so we can figure out where bias is at. We know it's forward. We just don't know how
we're actually getting heated, right?
Well, we'll find out.
That hopefully.
I'll get heated. I'm going to be left foot braking the whole way down.
All right.
Say we got an hour basically to kind of prepare. I assume we're going to go out at about 3:45.
Okay.
Do our cool down lap. Well, our warm up lap, and then we go out.
Sick.
If that works, then I go out, do some light things. Even during the session, I'll probably do a warm up lap. Just make sure I get temp and things.
Yeah, I would come in every lap, at least to begin with, right? So we can look for leaks and fire and all that stuff. So.
Yeah, I think so. So that's that.
Sweet. All right, so we'll let you get to it. We'll help get prepared and hopefully get some GoPro footage on here and go from there.
Cool.
All right, guys, just like that, it's pretty much set up behind me right now. We've got to try to probably put some GoPros on the front wing, but we got to do one lap. We're going to do one lap on the cool down, and then hopefully get out on another session like 15 minutes later and try to actually get some really good lap time. So yeah, we'll go from there. Okay, first lap back, the wheels are tight, they did not come loose. We just gotta, I think he just really needs to get some laps in to get the brakes warm. That's literally his first lap he's ever completed in this car. So just really trying to feel things out, really trying to make sure things like, especially like the door hinge, so making sure that's properly nut and bolted to make sure that's not flapping around while he's driving out. So a lot of little things, hopefully just small technical stuff we can get through, and then he can get back out there.
getting it running.
Right, yeah.
He did it like dumb as
Yeah, I mean,
possible.
that shouldn't cause any
Yeah,
missing,
showed it's
though.
dumping fuel out the exhaust.
Yeah,
on the exhaust truck.
popping fire
Yeah.
every time you decelerate. It's like coming
Yeah.
into one. It's
So
like pop, pop,
on
pop,
deceleration, it's fueling.
Okay.
It's fueling. That's why it's.
Oh, very loud,
I
yeah.
love it.
Yeah.
Doing it on
pop.
purpose.
Giggle.
So, before we go out, we got some work.
Yeah.
The body's not staying on. So.
Okay, so you finally done a full couple laps. What's going on with it?
Oh, just teething issues. We got to keep the body on better.
Yeah.
I mean, we mounted the thing in a matter of hours. So, car's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, what else to say other than that? It wants to go fast. I'm gonna torque the wheels. See what they
I was
got.
gonna say, the first session we did check and we did see nothing was loose, so hopefully.
So, I did have like the body. There was a pretty good vibration, and it might have just been the wind. I don't know, but I was freaking out. I'm like, okay. So I got out of it, and I was kind of coasting. I'm like, well, it still feels tight. So hopefully,
All right.
the nuts are there.
Do you need me to hold it?
Right. That was.
Were you able to move it at all?
No.
Yeah.
No, it's tight.
And double check the front while you're at it, too.
Yeah, I can't. They're 200 foot-pounds right now.
I remember that.
They're all tight.
Sweet. So what's going on?
Altitude.
Yeah.
So I watched all the videos of Paul, whatever, up there, and the bodywork is pretty solid. Not here. So I only hit about 100 miles an hour out there, and I thought the body was just going to peel off. So that side pod physically did actually lift. So we actually bought enough stuff. We're just gonna, it's not carbon angle, but we have aluminum angle. So we're gonna throw a bunch more mounts in it, and the way the car is designed, there's a big thick chunk of carbon underneath that kind of serves as the spine for all this.
Yeah.
We're gonna do more mounts to that. Hopefully
Gotcha.
keep the body on better.
Sweet.
Otherwise, somebody overfilled the heck out of the oil and it's puking everywhere. So we're just gonna let that kind of self-puke. It's not hitting the track. We're good there, but
That's good.
yeah.
Remember what rule one always was at Pikes Peak, guys? Blame the film guy. So yeah, it was my fault.
Why'd you put more in?
I don't know, man.
No, I think I remember somebody said, yeah, we put one extra cord in. And I was like, all right. Shouldn't have done that.
So, okay. Other than that though, I mean, your brakes are coming to temp. So that's good.
Tires are coming up.
Tires coming up.
Car's a monster.
Yeah.
I kind of like shed a tear out there.
Did you?
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, it's your, you know, like you've worked extremely hard on it, and this is your first time to get into, you know, like drive it. Like I'd totally get that. That's good that you feel about that, or feel that way about it.
It's a monster. So
Yeah.
Might want to take a stroll up.
I did goose it once right here and got it to slide.
I know. I need to like be over there more so I can watch you go around that
Yeah.
corner. So I'll get over there eventually.
It's slides really nice. It's just super. It's not slow, but it's controllable. It's easy
That's
to
good.
drive. The car is easy to drive. So
That's good.
it's violent. Once you get used to the violence, it's easy to change.
Once you know, as they always say, once you get your beat enough, you know, it's not that bad, right? So I guess we'll just go with that.
Hey, and the wheels are still on.
And the wheels are still on. Cool. So we'll let you guys get to what you need to do to fix this issue, and we'll go from there.
So this has been ice fix. So this is part of the tornado damage. It ripped all this off.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, so Benoit's like, hey, throw an angle behind there. So we bolted the angle out of the carbon, and then we used the angle to help resupply that. So
There you go. So let's see how it holds up.
attack. Now we got to get these in, and I think we'll be good. Because the issue is like all the air coming in is trying to peel it out. So if we secure that, like what you did, leave it over there.
flag?
Adam and Cody, looks like they're going to be doing a little podcast, so I'll show you a couple clips of that, and let's see what they talk about.
So we've known each other for 20?
It's been 20 years. It's called 20 years.
I was like sort of your crew chief in 2012 at Pikes Peak, first time there.
You were, and then we were here.
We made it to the top.
We did. We were a class of 10 racers, 10
Yeah.
race cars.
All right, guys, it's getting a little dark here. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to record more of their podcast, so that's probably going to call it for the day today. So I don't know how early we got to wake up, but it's calling for a lot of rain. So good thing we've got those new Michelin rain tires over there, and I think he's actually really excited to try this out in the rain. So we'll get back to you tomorrow and see how it goes. Good morning, everyone. It is now day 2 at Honda Meet. Benoit's behind me. He's a little sleepy. We ended up sleeping in the Ford last night because it was raining, and those things fully recline. So yeah, don't knock it till you try it. But Benoit and Cody did a kind of final systems check, making sure everything was nut and bolted the way that they needed to from last night. Fixed the mirror issue, so now it's a little bit more stable, and I think he's about to get ready to go out. So let's go see what he's up to. Good morning!
Speaks like pork.
Got the GoPro up front, batteries are charged, so hopefully we can actually get some good footage and see how this does, because I kind of want to see a lot of inboard stuff. So yeah, we'll go from there.
Really no issues. That's the first time I drove the car. So it's probably one lap of actually driving it. I don't know, 3/10. So we pulled the data logs from last night, more from because we did some rollers with Nathan Industrial Enviate images.
Correct.
So afterwards, they were like, pass the truck. So I 3rd, 4th, and 5th wide open throttle. That's the first time I've done that at all. And it was each gear was less than a half a second, and it was full span. So I pulled the logs, 22 pounds of boost. Sorry, Sadev. Sorry, me. It's my gearbox. So that, granted, there was no timing. There's no timing in it. I pulled out. It was out like 4 degrees of timing because I didn't want to make any power up there. Then it just makes more boost. So I fixed that. Went out this morning. Still targeting 7 pounds, but we have a small housing on the turbo. We have another one at the shop, and it makes more than 7 pounds. It's mechanically a big engine, shoving a bunch of air in a tiny turbo, and the wastegate's only so big.
Yeah.
But I mean, the engine can take it. I was just worried about gearbox. Gearbox is fine. So we have air in the brakes. We've been fighting it. Basically went out, was able to do some wide open throttle rips up the straight. Probably half throttle. I don't think I went wide open. Anyway, it's fast. Well, I go into the brake zone at 11 and my foot almost hit the floor. So we've got air trapped, and we've had a crap brake pedal since day one. So I think we're going to redesign the reservoir mounts. They're not below the Masters, but there is a line does this. It should not do that. It should be this, down to the Masters.
Try different lines too, right? We're going to try different lines.
I don't think it's the lines. After feeling that, lines aren't going to move. The pedal isn't going to move with lines.
Master reservoirs first. See
I think we've got air trapped in that, and when the heat rises, it must push the air into the masters and into the brake system. I bet if we bleed the brakes, we're going to get air. It's a thing that was different. The masters are higher in R1, but they were also right above Paul, and then when they got hot, they douched fluid all over his feet, and that's life and death. So
That's a good point. That is a difference between chassis 1 and this one, right? Where the reservoirs were way high. So,
it's easy to do. I just couldn't do it today. We don't have any brake fluid, so we can't do it today. So it's not a safety thing. I've got brakes. It's fine. We're not going. I don't even have a lap timer in the car. I don't want a lap timer. We're shaking the car down.
Yeah.
Making sure it works. People are gonna be pissed. Oh, you didn't even turn a lap. I don't care.
That's not why we came down here.
It isn't. We came down for hot and me buddies. Do some laps.
Yeah.
real shakedown. The car hasn't been through an actual shakedown yet, right?
Speaking of shakedown, so the last time I was out, and I was gonna come in anyway, but on that last straight, I felt a pretty good vibration. Whether it was aero or wheel, I checked the wheel now. His wheels are tight, so it's not the wheel. Yeah. Oh, it's a big flat spot because there's a big vibration. You'll see it on the GoPro. It wasn't off the body; it was moving. So,
Okay.
So yeah, we'll pull in. So pull in, check it out. It's fast. Yeah.
You didn't build this to go slow.
Yeah, it's the fastest car I've driven by magnitudes ever. So, and it.
Even compared to chassis 1.
Oh, it's not even.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's literally video game. It's driving a video game.
Gearing, power, all that.
Banging gears, and then you come into brake zone. You just, if you know you got to downshift 3 gears, you just hit the paddle 3 times, and it does it. It's cheating.
It's cheating. It's cheating, but it prevents you from breaking stuff, right? I mean, that's the whole idea.
Yeah.
Dude, it's fun. So
Cool.
this will be.
So then what's the game plan for the rest of the day?
More shakedown. So Eric's recording tire temps, brake temps. Maybe we'll try to bleed the brakes or something, but they're still there. So the pedal went soft, and then I was able to pump it up. So that's how I knew it was there. You're not gonna. Nothing is gonna change and do that unless it was there in the system.
Gotcha.
We just haven't been able to find it. And like I said, I think it's the masters, the reservoirs.
That's a good point. It is the difference, right? Like we said, so.
The only other thing we could do if we can't for some reason, like I feel like there's something preventing it from. Anyway, we could do a pressure bleed, pressurize the master, push the air through, and then bleed it. But anyways, so we're just gonna keep shaking down. Next session's at noon, so we're gonna go do a full car check, nut bolt. Smiling.
Yeah. Yeah, good.
It's they want so much more. We just gotta go slow.
Yeah. Well, and that's good that you're learning that and you're doing it safe. So, I'm gonna let these guys do their thing. Maybe if I can help out a hand, I will. Other than that, I will check in with you guys in the next shakedown, get the GoPros going, and we'll see you there. Okay, last session of the day. Hopefully things go well. It seems like they probably fixed that squeak. He's gonna obviously have to drive and test it to see if he still hears it. If he still hears it, he's coming immediately back in. If not, he's gonna be trying to do as many laps as he possibly can, so let's get into it.
minute 33.
A minute 33. You crapped your pants when you heard that, because you were, I mean, what?
So, yeah, I'll check the logs. I think I hit 100% throttle out of 3. Well, by the time I did, because I was going to give you a show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, then the tires are warm. I mean, feel them. They're still hot. So.
Oh, yeah.
So the Nexans, I like the tires. So granted, I haven't driven the Michelin, but I like these. They're great. They're super predictable. They come off the temp with 1 lap.
That's awesome.
So otherwise, yeah, I never went over like these straights here. I mean, it was never over 10%, 20% throttle. I mean, I was literally just short shifting it.
That's freaking wild. That's wild. I know I was trying to get over on the first corner because he was like, hey man, don't really worry about the straights because I'm not really going to be banging it. He's like, but it's cool to see exiting out of turn 1 and then hitting that straight. So I really wanted to focus on that, but geez, 133, barely giving it. I want to see this thing rip. Oh my gosh, everyone really wants to see this thing rip. So
want to see Steve on Tuesday. We'll get that sorted. But so
what do you think, sir?
It's pretty buck nasty, man.
It's pretty cool.
50% throttle, running like pretty fast. It's pretty fast.
Yeah,
it's gonna be real good, man.
I want a track record. Right now it's 22.4. John, my customer, has the overall track record right now. It's not a car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So if I'm 50% throttle,
I've heard rumors of like an Indy test that was 18s or something.
Okay, that's what I want.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'll get it, but
Indy test at 118. 118.
Our track record is a 23 and limited. 23.2 or something like that.
It's Will, right?
Yeah, Will.
Yep. That's wild.
Yeah, that was his old car.
granted, I won't really qualify for anything super unlimited. Right? Do you still have that class or no?
They're by approval only.
Is it really?
Yeah. The main reason it exists is for cars like this or like Indy cars, Formula Atlantics. We almost had a whole crop of Formula Atlantics running at Road America last year.
Really?
And they would have like bought a run group out, and they would have competed against themselves in Super Unlimited.
Yeah, that's
you can't
wild.
run those with regular full body cars.
Yeah, that's freaking wild.
They don't do that at like M1 either. Like it's open wheel.
One or the other. Yeah, one or the other.
So
Thank you for letting me come out, dude.
That was fun, man.
this is awesome.
Fun to see.
We go
Success. A successful weekend.
Yeah, it really was. We know we got to do. I mean, we knew it was gonna be a lot of work from here.
Yeah.
If it can work here for a lot of laps and the body holds together, I think it can go up Pikes Peak.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
I mean, it already went up sections of Pikes Peak.
Right.
Yeah.
Honestly, I mean, if you can get it to cool off, Pikes Peak's almost easier
Right.
because it's generally colder out there. One.
Right.
And two is a lot less air density. So getting it to work down here, I think, is a harder challenge.
So arrow-wise, it's so much more load down here.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
We're near sea level here.
Yeah, I mean, we're 60 feet or something.
Yeah, real low. Great Lakes are 5 feet below us.
Yeah, they're 20 minutes away.
Right.
Yeah.
So 5 minutes away, really. So
That's freaking wild. So yeah. Go ahead.
So big problems. Step 1, brakes.
Yep.
Step 2, gotta get back. Step 2 is brakes. It's overboosting, and that's mechanical. Like it's creep. So we have to. I got to get another wastegate on there because I don't make a bigger gate. So that'll be fun. It's gonna have like 5-6 more pounds, but whatever. But we got to be able to control the boost. I don't want to run the thing at 20 pounds of boost. Like
Yeah.
It's too much power for like light shakedown. We need to be able to go out and run the thing 100% balls to the walls at low power before we turn it up.
Yeah.
So we're like literally going complete backwards. So yeah, like I said, it's good. I got data log on that too.
Good.
I hit overboost 3 times.
Did you?
And it seemed to be coming up here. I don't know if it's because I got excited because the crowd and I gave it more throttle, but it
Gotta do it for the people.
You know? I want the videos. I like the crowd videos. They're fun.
Yeah.
But let's go home. I'm tired.
Yeah, let's go home. So that is gonna end it for Honda Meet, guys. So this was a really cool weekend. Thank you to Adam Jabaay for all the hospitality and everyone that came to help out. I mean, we had a whole bunch of people just either holding body panels, helping nutting and bolt. Really awesome to meet a lot of you guys. Super cool. A lot of you guys come up again mentioning about the videos and everything that we're all doing. So again, super big shout out to you guys for all the support. as always, thank you for liking, subscribing, sharing, messaging. I mean, a bunch of messages this weekend too about everything. So 133. Hopefully we can get things dialed down a little bit more, really see what this thing's capable of. I'm excited for Good Life Midwest. Hopefully we can do something a little bit quicker. So yeah, until then, we'll see you back at the shop.